Good morning from Montenegro. We are at an olive oil farm. Can you guys hear the cicadas? They are almost as loud as when we were in Tennessee. We're going to check out this olive oil farm. We just tasted a homemade donut dipped in honey. They offered us some brandy. Mike took some, me not so much. But we're going to check out how some olive oil is made in this region. Let's go. So we just talked to the gentleman that owns the farm. These are not cicadas, they are crickets. And he said as the temperature gets higher, they get more agitated and they just start talking more. So no cicadas, crickets.
So to give you guys a heads up, I just found out that this is one of the oldest olive trees here out of about 1,000 on this farm. This olive tree is 300 plus years old.
So they also have donkeys here at the farm. They're so cute.
So just to give you guys a heads up, that's our bus, and that's the road that we came down. The bus barely fits down the road, and there were several times during our trip up one side of the mountain and halfway down the other to get to the olive grove that we're at, that we either had to back up or we met another car and had a dueling standoff on who was going to get to go and who had to stay. So to say the least, it was a very interesting bus ride.
Y'all, this is the biggest rosemary bush I have ever seen, and it's everywhere. So this area is also really known for a lot of lavender, but this farm has rosemary everywhere, tarragon, lavender. It's gorgeous.
We just had a tasting of olive oil. We actually learned the proper way to smell it, proper way to taste it, and what you're looking for in the taste, the flavor, and the texture of the olive oil. So it was a lesson well learned for me, for sure.
So he also said that there's a couple ways you can figure out that if it's fake. If it doesn't smell right, it should smell fruity, fresh. And if it doesn't taste bitter and peppery, then it's probably not pure extra virgin olive oil.
And don't forget the type of jar. Never buy olive oil in a clear plastic jar.
Yep.
It could be glass, ceramic, porcelain, or metal.
We're here in the cellar and we're getting ready to have some snacks. Mike's having some wine. We have some pomegranate water and some regular water, and it is just lovely. We're done with our olive oil farm tour. Now we are going into the old city of Kotor. Behind me is a clock tower, and there's one family for generations that are the only ones permitted to repair and do things up in the clock tower. Isn't that cool? here in Montenegro, the bulk of the population is Eastern Orthodox. In the old city, they have like 37 churches and only 2 are Eastern Orthodox. The 2 churches they have are for St. Nicholas and St. Luca, and they are directly across from each other. St. Luca, the church has never been destroyed, not even in an earthquake. So this city, much like the last one we were in, there are cats everywhere. We even saw some of the stores that sell cat food. Hey guys, we are coming to you today from the island of Santorini, Greece. We have a private tour booked today through our friend and travel agent, Renee. So we have to tender here. Tender means you have to take a boat from this ship to get onto the island. We are then gonna take a water taxi and meet our driver to take us on a private tour of the island. So come on with us. So now we are on a water taxi to take us over to Oya. It's 30 euros per person. Well worth it because the line for the cable car is at least an hour to an hour and a half long. And those are, well, you can walk, take donkeys, water taxi, or the cable car. And those are your options.
Iron. So through the years the iron has oxidized it and it's like having rust in the rock. The black one is magma from the volcano and the white one is pumice stone basically. It's the foam and the ashes of the volcano that got solidified. Just like to tell you the colors because here is a good example of the red.
So if you didn't know, Santorini sits on top of a volcano. There's a caldera, which is like basically an underwater volcano. When it erupted 3,600 years ago, it was the most powerful volcanic eruption on the earth. 10 times the effect of Hiroshima. That's pretty powerful. So it also blocked out the sun for 1/3 of the earth because there was so much ash. Make sure if you do come in the summer, bring lots of water because y'all, it is hot. I'm sure you can see all the sweat like in my eyes burning. And that's the Mediterranean in the summer. July is their most popular month for holidays because people from Europe come here too. So just know that if you're planning something ahead of time. Yeah, hot, hot, hot. That's been the theme for this trip. So apparently one of the things here on the coast that we've been on, Croatia, Montenegro, and Greece, is corn. Like, they have corn on the cob stands. You don't see that in the United States like you see here. It's really cool. All right, guys, we just finished a fantastic dinner lunch thing. facing the Mediterranean. It's gorgeous, and the food was amazing. I couldn't finish all mine. Mike couldn't finish all his. So we're gonna roll the pictures, and y'all check out how awesome this food was. Couple things to know. If you come to Santorini, number one, it is hotter than hot and super busy in July. There are only a couple of ways to get up and down because it's up at the top. So donkey, water taxi, which we took over to Oya, and then the cable car back down. We had to wait in line for about 45 to 50 minutes just to get down on the cable car. So just know, pack your patience. It's very busy. It's very packed. Everybody's trying to go to the same place. So, but you might just not want to come in July. It's really busy, y'all. Like really, really busy. They're crazy. Almost as loud as Knoxville. No. And they only have, but in the city, they have like 37 churches, but only two in the city. So there's a caldera under,